We back in this thing, man. Episode 19, the Division Podcast.
We back literally.
Episode 19.
Downtown Lafayette.
Episode 19.
Yo,
Yeah, we back.
E19.
and in true podcast fashion, we're going to keep it real with our audience. This is our second take on this. We had a fire episode going. And then, if you do podcasts, you're dealing with computers and things of that nature, hey. But we back in this thing. I'm Ryan G, the moderator. Fellas.
The truth teller.
Hey, bruh. It's
Hey,
a
you
podcast.
been speaking that really. That's cool, man.
Man.
Hey, I'm Fred, a LeBron fan, if you ain't seen it.
And I'm Mr. Taylor.
North Louisiana's finest.
Yup,
and I'm
yup.
Reggie F. Baby. MVP, baby.
Don't ask him what MVP mean.
No, because it used to be the F, and now we on the MVP now. How was y'all holiday,
Shout out to
fellas?
the division.
Good, man. Good. Chill.
Yep.
Watch some football. Watch the Cowboys lose. The Patriots lose.
Oh, we still got plenty of
Patriots
Cowboys jokes,
ain't
though.
look. We played Sunday.
Hey, that's holiday.
just ready
Hey,
to hate.
that's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Saints got him a dub.
Ravens got him a dub.
Cowboys took a L.
Yeah, bad L.
I ate good. Got a chance to see some family. Went home. Shout out to everybody back home.
Yeah.
Shout
Had
out
a good
to y'all.
time.
That's
All
what's
the
up.
fam,
That's what's
man.
up. Yeah, I was the host with the most wine in the glass.
Yeah.
I had a
Oh
good
yeah,
time.
y'all did it big by the Flugers Arena.
Yeah, I didn't have to do no traveling. Just sat home, ate some good food, watched some good games, watched the Cowboys lose, Saints win, and had a good
That
Thanksgiving.
makes it even better.
Shout out.
Makes it even sweeter.
Well, let's get to these scores, man. These are the scores from this Sunday. Not counting the Thanksgiving games. We're going to get into those Saints, Cowboys in a little bit. But we had the Bengals over the Jets 22-6.
Andy Dalton.
Yep.
He's back.
Titans
Man,
over
surprise.
The
the
Titans.
31-17.
Shout out to the Titans.
Miami Dolphins over the Philadelphia Eagles 37-31.
Shout out, Grim.
Surprise.
Packers over the the Giants 31-13. We had the Pittsburgh Steelers 20 over Reg's AFC.
That's gonna just
No,
about
Super Bowl.
pick.
That's
Super
gonna
Bowl.
about do
AFC
it for
Super
the
Bowl
Browns.
pick.
We going
Browns,
down,
20-13.
down.
Yes, y'all are.
Dwayne Haskins and the Washington Redskins over the Carolina Panthers 29-21.
Surprise.
That was upset.
Got Ron Rivera fired. You
Yes,
got the
he
Tampa
did.
Bay Bucks 28-11 over the Jacksonville
Nick
Jaguars.
Foles is who I thought he was.
Yeah,
Nick
pretty
Foles.
much.
Minshew,
Oh, he
baby.
paid. He paid. That's what you thought he was paid.
No,
Oh, he paid.
I thought
That's
he
for
was some
sure.
trash.
Minshew is
paid.
back.
Baltimore Ravens over the San Francisco 49ers 20-17.
Good
MVP.
game in the rain.
Thank you,
Good
Ravens.
game.
MVP.
Thank you, Ravens.
Very
Yeah,
good
appreciate it.
Yeah, they put the Saints up there, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
The Rams 34-7 over the Arizona Cardinals.
Rams bounce back.
Kansas City over the Raiders 40-9. I watched that game. That wasn't
Slaughter.
much of a game.
You watched all of it?
Not all of it. First half though.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos 23 over the Los Angeles Chargers.
I feel bad for the coach for the Chargers.
I feel bad for Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers need to feel bad for himself.
Yeah, it's about that time. About that time for him to get out of
Melvin
there.
Melvin Gordon started the debacle this year.
Yeah, holding out.
Houston
Hold on,
Texans
that
over the New England Patriots 28
Shout out to the Pats, man.
Yes.
Shout out to the Pats.
Texans,
Not, what about the
baby.
Texans? They won.
Texans.
No one shout them out
H
too.
time,
Yeah, shout
baby.
them win out, man.
Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun Watson.
Shout out to H-Town.
Now
It's
let's go.
time.
Thanksgiving games, we didn't mention them, but the Saints, they clinched the NFC South. Reg, what you got on it, man?
Yes, sir. Oh, the New Orleans Saints, they went ahead and did their thing, took care of business. The most surprising thing for me, though, well, not surprising, but Taysom Hill, man, he had 2 good touchdowns. He had 1 rushing. He had 1 passing. Drew Brees, he didn't have that many yards passing, had 1 touchdown, but he did take care of business. And at the end of the day, we clinched the spot.
Shout
First
out to
team.
the
The
Saints.
first team in the NFL to clinch this year, the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we-
and
Without it being the worst division.
Yep. And Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill toted just as much of the load as Drew Brees.
That's
this year.
fine.
This is true.
That's fine.
This
Hey, that's
is
what.
true.
Hey, that's
Hey,
what
that's-
a team
that's
for,
what a
man.
team
That's why we
for.
wear the
That's
same
right.
color
That's what a
jersey.
team
I
is
said
for.
shout out to Saints.
We have no problem
Yeah,
telling
but
them
don't
thank
do it
you
like
very
you just
much.
going down.
I just
what's
said
going
shout
on,
out
though.
to Saints.
I want to hear him shout out the backup for the Patriots too.
I
Okay.
just want to hear Teddy get his due.
You make sure, yeah.
Teddy was a big part of the
He
success
was.
this
Okay.
year.
Okay.
But don't put downplay Teddy.
So Saints
Or
are the
Taysom
first
Hill.
team to clinch, huh?
Yeah.
First team to actually clinch.
He said.
Boy.
said.
Yeah, they clinched. The
We
first
get him
team
an
to clinch the
investigator suit.
playoff.
The first team to clinch. That's right.
Now let's talk
And
about
they had
it.
another game.
Them
came on
boys.
right before the Saints game.
Yeah, we had
Them
another.
boys.
We had another game there on
It
Thanksgiving.
was a Cowboy sighting.
Them
Yeah.
boys.
Almost made me throw up my damn turkey.
Yep.
Them-
yep,
And the cornbread dressing and everything.
He had tears in the cornbread dressing.
So
Checking to see
that's
on
a
the
list of
balls.
all the quarterbacks that beat him.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all.
And the cat.
Plus the little black cat.
And the cat. Okay.
And Jerry.
Jerry Jones.
You know what? I wish somebody could fire Jerry.
I am
Well, you
so-
hey,
If he wasn't the owner of the team,
just don't hold your breath. You gonna
Well, it was 26-15. Jared Allen, 231, 2 touchdowns.
Mr. Ryan, Mr.
Cole
Ryan,
Beasley,
hold on,
let me
hold
read the stats first, man. Cole Beasley, 6 receptions, 110 for a touchdown. Dak Prescott throwing the ball 49 damn times. 355, 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper.
Oh,
8
Amari
receptions.
Cooper.
He had
said Amari
85
Cooper.
yards. And Ezekiel Elliott carried the ball 12 times, 2 times in the second half. We paid him $90 million to carry the ball 2 times in the second half. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, that was kind
And
of
then y'all
silly.
ran him the last
just
game
have-
against
I
the
just-
Vikings too
They
many
don't know
times.
what to do. They don't know what to do.
And he was running pretty good. He was gashing them with the runs, the times he got the ball.
I just have one question, Mr. Ryan.
What, Reg?
What is wrong with the makeup of your team?
Yeah, we need to fire Jerry. If we can fire Jerry.
Start a petition,
Now
right?
he didn't
Start a
got up to
petition,
fire
right?
Jerry.
Well, Ron Rivera,
Hashtag fire Jerry. Start a petition, Ryan. Let's go.
Ron Rivera done lost his job. It might make a snowball effect. And, it might start trickling down the league.
Shit.
All I gotta say is the only positive thing is that our division is so bad we still lead it.
Yep.
We
They
still
are
lead it. So
Ooh.
maybe
That's
the
sad.
second worst division in the game.
And
too.
first verse is
And
up
at
there
this
in the
point,
north.
The Giants in 2011 was 6-6 at this time and went on to win a Super Bowl.
Come on, Mr.
Come on.
Ryan.
That's what I'm
Let-
hanging
Get
on,
outta
man.
here
Like,
with
uh,
that.
I'm hanging
Let it
on
go.
that, bro. I'm hanging on that.
Let it go.
Let's get to a team that
Like
won,
that Frozen
man.
movie. Let it go.
Baltimore Ravens. Oh, look, frozen. You know that. Go ahead first. Go ahead, man.
MVP, baby. You see it. You looking
Lamar
at it in the
Jackson.
flesh, man. Lamar Jackson went take care of business against the 49ers, quote unquote best team in the
Yeah.
NFL, maybe.
He-
For sure in the NFC.
Yeah.
Lamar 14 for 23, 105 passing yards and a touchdown
105?
with a dub. Let me finish. 16 rushes, 101 yards and a touchdown. Mark Ingram 15 carries, 59 yards. Mark Andrews caught 3 catches, 50 yards and a touchdown.
It was a tough game.
It was a
It was
tough game. It was
raining,
defensive- a
and
good
I
defensive
mean
game.
Lamar. I mean, he only threw for 100 yards, but he did.
Yeah,
have
it
a
was
bunch
raining.
He had a bunch of drops out there.
Yeah, it was raining.
I saw some drops.
For-
And Lamar only a few yards from passing Vic up.
This
already.
what
We're
I
learning how to
Yeah,
win
with the
though.
rushing.
this what I want to know. How is he able to make all those fakes like that and just fool the defenders?
Man, that's good. That's good schemes, man. That's good schemes.
Don't
I
let the-
hate what
don't-
you just did, but it's just good schemes.
Is
Don't let
it
the
schemes
source-
or skins?
It's,
Some with that football,
Wow.
man. It's just some
If
with
you
that
let-
football.
If you let the announcer for the 49ers
tell it, yeah.
He just blend in. He camouflage.
he think it's the same color.
Yeah.
Shout out Lamar, MVP.
It was a big heavyweight fight, though. I
We
mean,
the
if you
best
watch
team
it,
in the
they had
AFC now.
They went for some
Aye.
fourth downs, and it was back and forth. And it
Oh
came
yeah,
down to the end.
we do 4
And,
downs wherever we at.
I'll tell you right there at
Ball
the
run
end. I
4
don't know
down
what,
midfield.
they left with they had an extra timeout. I probably would have ran the ball, got a little closer at the end, and called one more timeout before that Justin Tucker field goal.
Man, you
but
got Justin Tucker.
it worked
man.
out.
You can't go wrong with that, man.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little closer.
Yeah, nothing wrong with getting close. I would have
Well,
did the
I
same, to
probably
be
would've.
honest.
it don't matter. Hey,
But it worked out
The
for
result is a dub.
They
All
finding
took
ways
Matt
to
Tick.
win, and that's what good teams do.
We the best team in the AFC. I just want to say that.
And they like
Yep.
playing with each
True
other
that.
too. They like playing with each other.
Shout
man.
out to
True
the
that.
New England Patriots, man.
Shout out for what?
to the Pats.
For
Just-
To the
What?
Pats
We
for
10-2,
losing.
man.
Shout out to Sean
Shout out to the
Watson.
Pats for losing.
10-2 New England Patriots.
Shout
we
out to
took a
Deshaun
tough loss
Watson.
on a Sunday night game. It was a tough loss, but against a good team. So I think they win in their division. Lost 22-28 to the Texans in Houston. And Tom Brady, 24 for 47, 326 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. And Edelman caught 6 balls for 106 and a touchdown. And James White had about 97 yards receiving and about 98 yards rushing.
Man.
And he had a real good game. And when we feature Edelman and White, we can't be stopped. Ask the Falcons in the Super Bowl. So I mean, that's all we got
In
to
the
work
Super
with
Bowl.
right now. Tom had it was a tough game for the offense.
13 games ago,
and
man.
if you watch the game with all the incompletions, Wasn't nobody open.
What about the Texans?
Man, it was 13
Yeah.
games. You said it was the Super Bowl.
Texas-
The Falcons.
what-
It's
what
13
about-
games
It
ago.
was the Texans played their Super Bowl Sunday night against
Wow, I
us.
can't
Wait,
believe you
answer
just
me a
said that.
question.
They had a
What?
good game. They played one of the best games they played all
Wow,
year.
I heard this.
And I mean, I watch it and it looked like we kind of got our coach.
I've actually seen.
Romeo Crennel, he's the defensive coordinator and he from the Pats, so he knows
I have
some
actually-
tendencies. Bill O'Brien from the Pats, he knows some tendencies, and I think they was
I
more
don't
prepared.
Just
wanna
than
fire
hear all of
everybody,
that,
y'all.
man.
Just
I
fire
seen a
everybody.
stat.
I
They,
don't want
they
to
was
hear
more
all of
prepared
that,
than we
man.
were. But
That's all
Deshaun-
irrelevant.
Deshaun Watson threw for 234 yards. Tom threw for 326.
Oh yeah, we getting to him.
Yeah, but
We
I've
getting to him.
Deshaun
seen
Watson threw for 3 touchdowns. Tom threw for 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was just we got our coach.
I've seen the Texans play a way better game than that and beat teams.
No, that was
They
the
didn't
best
play.
game
They
played.
didn't play
Sunday.
their best game.
That's the best
They
they
did
could
not
come.
play. They did not play their best game.
I have a stat I need to ask you
Bill
about
O'Brien
that, Mr. Whalen.
said that, and I tell you what, we hosting the Chiefs in New England.
Another loss.
The 8-4 Chiefs. They
Another
lost to
loss.
the Titans. They lost to the Packers. They lost to the Colts, and they lost to the Texans. So,
Mr. Whalen, let me ask you something.
we playing the 8-4 Chiefs.
I seen something on ESPN this morning that said since week 4 that Mitch Trubisky actually has better stats than Tom Brady. Touchdowns, passing yards, QBR.
That's incorrect.
No, that was this.
That's incorrect.
I
That's
promise
incorrect.
you. No.
How much you want to wager on that?
I got it at my house on the computer.
Well, why
And I
Mitch
was gonna
why
bring it
Mitch
up here, but I
Trubisky
was
ain't
like,
on
well,
the
nah,
passing leaders?
No, I'm saying as far as stats go from week 4
Yards
on
and
to
all.
now, yards, QBR,
So,
touchdowns,
we gonna look that up
interceptions, all that. Yo, we can put money on it.
No, we're gonna look it up after.
Okay, but look,
Okay.
Mr. Whalen,
I
just,
got it.
just
I'm
let's
You
say
still old plate lunches, so I ain't gambling.
Oh, no, don't bring that up.
Let's
the
just-
plate lunch.
Yes, please.
let's just say that it is true.
It is true.
So what you got to say about that?
We 10-2, baby.
I think I saved it on my phone.
we
man.
do whatever we
He's
need
so
to do to
fast with his
win.
I
response.
can't
We 10 and
find
2,
it.
baby.
Nah,
We 10-2.
Okay.
And y'all lost to
We
who?
got the best record in the game.
Who
Who
y'all
y'all
lost
lost
to?
to?
Best record in the game. Y'all tied.
We got the best record.
Yo,
though.
we say the best record and y'all tied.
It's 10-2, the best record.
Who y'all lost to?
NFC Offensive
this
Player
every week.
of the Week.
It looked like y'all can't handle.
Whalen don't want to
Who
share
y'all
with
lost to?
nobody. Come on, man.
Who y'all lost to? man?
Y'all not the number 1 seed no more.
Lost to the Texans and the Ravens.
Okay.
Y'all can't handle a scrambling quarterback.
NFC Offensive Player of the
We
Week,
beat
Jared
the
Goff,
Colts.
man. Jared Goff had 424, 2 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 120.7.
He won't
Where
do that
you-
next week.
Where have you been?
He won't do that next week.
Yeah, it was some people dropped him in fantasy football. I know they sick.
And he knocked some people out of fantasy
Yeah,
too.
he hurt some people this week.
NFC Defensive Player of the Week, Cameron Jordan, DN,
Go
New Orleans
Saints.
Saints.
It's levels to it.
Go
Six
Saints.
tackles,
It's
4
levels
sacks,
to
and a
it.
pass
That's right, man.
deflection.
He had a big game.
Nice.
Levels.
Offensive Player of the Week, the person Mr. Whalen don't want to get no credit to, Deshaun Watson.
My fantasy
Zero
quarterback.
credit.
My fantasy
234.
quarterback.
He's mine too.
Entering the
I
playoffs
was
this
just letting it
weekend.
be known. Tom threw-
234, 3 touchdowns, 1 passing, no, 1 receiving touchdown,
One receiving.
and a passer rating of
Wow,
a,
Yeah, like a
147.
receiver
a
on
receiving
y'all.
touchdown on the Pats? You ever heard
It
of
was an
that?
option play, and he
You ever
shuffled
heard
it
of
forward,
that?
man.
It was a pass.
AFC Defensive Player of the
outta
Week,
here.
Carlos Dunlap on the Bengals' first win, 7 tackles, 3 sacks, and a pass deflection.
Shout out to Mr. Dunlap,
It was
man.
all over Sam Darnold.
Now, these right here are your fantasy studs and duds. If you play fantasy football and you had them on your team, you probably won, or you might want to make sure you got them in your lineup
Oh, it's
coming
too late
into
to
the
get them.
fantasy playoffs. Yeah, you ain't going to have
too
them.
late.
James White was number 1 stud, 79 rushing yards, 8 receptions for
79.
98 yards, 2 touchdowns.
2 TDs, baby. Let's go, Pats.
Yeah,
Devontae Parker, 7 receptions, 159, 2 touchdowns.
he'll win your fantasy. He'll lose your real game, though.
Robert Woods, 13 receptions, 172. Deshaun Watson, we already spoke on him. He was the player of the week, so of course he was a
Stop
stud.
mentioning his name for Will and leave.
I'm
please.
telling you.
And Alshon Jeffrey, 9 receptions, 137, and a tug.
Deshaun ran through the Patriots. That was beautiful.
Get
Yeah, it
out
was
of
nice.
here.
Now, these are your duds. If you
Appreciate
had them
the
on your
greatness.
fantasy team and you needed them to make the playoffs, you probably didn't like me.
Nope.
Zach Ertz, 3 receptions, 24 yards.
He lost his position to Go Dirt.
Yeah, he did.
Got
Gold
it.
dirt.
Got it.
Goddard. I said
I
gold
call-
dirt.
Gold dirt. Oh, my
Who's
God.
gold dirt?
I didn't know. I didn't say nothing. I didn't know.
I call him Go Dirt.
Odell Beckham, 3 receptions, 29 yards. They don't know how to use
Could
him.
have stayed in New York.
It's
man.
not your fault, Odell.
They don't know how to use him.
He went play with his friend, and this is the things you get.
DJ Chark, 2 receptions,
His friend's
47
shining
yards.
though. Java's shining.
George Kittle, 2 receptions, 17 yards, and Tevin Coleman,
Yeah,
6 rushing yards, 1
Two
reception.
Niners
for
up
9.
there.
That's the same place we want to see him next week.
Two
in the-
Niners
in-
up there.
in the duds
Go
section.
Ravens. Ravens
In
flop.
the duds section.
I mean, the only reason why Tevin Coleman up there because of Mozart.
Now for your league
Mozart.
leaders,
Whatever
passing
his name is.
leaders,
Mostert.
Dak number 1, 37.88.
Look at old man
Trash.
Tom up there.
Jameis Winston,
I don't see Miss Trubisky.
36.59.
Salt.
Phillip Rivers, I'm gonna pull that up for you. I'm telling you, 34.34. He's third. I seen that this morning. Jared Goff, 34.19, and Tom Brady, the GOAT.
A bunch of losing,
32,
a bunch of
68.
losing quarterbacks up there. And
Stop
Tom.
calling Brady the GOAT.
And
a
Tom
bunch
Brady.
of losing quarterbacks.
Tom
and
Brady
Tom
got a
up there.
defense.
Stop
and
calling
Belichick.
Brady the
That's
GOAT.
what that is.
Yep.
Tom
Stop calling Brady the
Tom
GOAT.
Brady looked like he had the
Rushing
week-
yards.
the week
number
is
1,
on.
11.75 is Nick Chubb. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey, 11.67. Derrick Henry coming up in third, 11.40. He's having a great season, especially toward the second half here. Mr. Jacobs from the Oakland Raiders, 10.61. And Dalvin Cook, 10.46. Those are your top
Is he
5
gonna be
league
back
leaders.
playing, Dalvin Cook?
Yeah,
He
shoulder.
left with
He
a
good.
shoulder injury.
He
That's
said
what
he'll
he
be back.
said.
They play
That's
Monday
what he
night,
said.
so he got that extra.
Okay.
League leaders
be
for
back.
receiving, Michael Thomas, he's been holding that up almost the whole
Michael
No, not
Thomas,
almost.
baby. He gonna finish with over 1,500 this year.
12.90.
Cakewalk.
Godwin, 11.21. He's in second place from the Bucks. Also from the Bucks, Mike Evans, 10.96. Number 4 is Moore. His first name is DJ, huh?
DJ
DJ Moore.
Yeah,
My,
DJ
that's my
Moore.
flex
DJ.
receiver right there in fantasy.
9.80.
And Cooter.
a Fifth, Cooper,
Cooter.
9.71.
Hey Ryan, why is he smiling? He shouldn't be smiling at all.
You got to smile, bro. Smile, keep from crying, bro. That's it. That's
Ball,
it.
ball, ball.
Yo,
That's all y'all can
division leaders through week 13.
Look
AFC
like
North.
10-2 is the best record up there.
It looked like you tied with a bunch of other teams for 10 and 2.
It's still the best record.
It
It's
sure
still
is.
the best record.
You and your
up there.
semantics, boy.
No,
That's the best record on the screen.
I want to hear him
Let
say
me
that
tell
next
it.
week.
AFC
I want to hear him
North,
say that next week.
10 and 2, Baltimore Ravens. AFC East, 10 and 2, New England Patriots. AFC South, Houston Texans, 8 and 4, 8 and 4, Kansas City Chiefs. AFC West. Your NFC North, Green Bay Packers, 9 and 3. NFC East, Dallas Cowboys, 6 and 6.
6 and 6.
I know you
NFC
said that.
South,
Ball.
10 and 2, New Orleans Saints.
Go Saints.
And NFC West, 10 and 2,
6 and
Seattle
6.
Seahawks.
10-2, man.
Division leader?
The
So if the
Seahawks.
playoffs were to start today,
Y'all wouldn't make
the
it far.
Cowboys will be going
Y'all
home.
wouldn't make it far.
Baltimore
Next week.
Ravens
Short lived.
and the New England Patriots would had the number 1 and 2 seeds in the AFC, Saints,
We had
Seahawks
to
in the
bye.
NFC. Your wild card round would be the Steelers at the Texans, Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs, Vikings at the Packers, and San Fran at Dallas.
This is the closest you're gonna get to the playoffs this year. my
Screenshot
friend.
that picture.
Man, don't count us out yet, man.
Shit, you don't count y'all out.
I
Not
know.
us.
Bruh, hey.
That boy
Let's
said,
get to
"Bruh,
these
hey."
picks, man.
Who's bruh? Hey,
Bruh,
Let's
hey.
get to these picks, man. Thursday night, we already know how this is gonna go.
The Bears.
Cowboys, Bears.
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 the Trubisky that's better than Brady.
Yeah.
me say it like
going
that.
to find that. I'm going
The
to find
Bears.
The Trubisky that's better than Brady.
That. Okay, we got the Panthers at the Falcons.
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 Julio,
Falcons.
Julio coming back too.
I'm
Julio
going with
should
the
be back.
Panthers on the bounce back.
Julio should be.
Colts at the Bucks. And these
I'm
are all
going-
your early games. by
I'm
the way.
going Bucks. Jameis Winston.
Bucks.
I got the Colts right there.
The crab.
James is going to find a way to lose
Crab leg. game.
Let's
so
go.
he could throw for some more passing yards.
Dolphins at Jets.
We taking Jets.
I
Sam Darnold.
like the
J E
Dolphins.
T S.
I like the
Jets.
Dolphins
I
right
like
Jets,
the
baby.
Dolphins.
Ryan, who you got?
there. Dolphins. I'm gonna take the Dolphins right there.
You should beat you should pick the team that beat y'all, man.
The Jets. Jets. Jets.
He
Now,
didn't
see,
even
you
come.
just throwing shade, man. Throwing shade. Just throwing shade. San Fran at New Orleans, man.
Who that?
Who that?
Not
say they
49ers.
gonna beat those Saints.
Not the Niners.
I'm taking the Niners.
You could take them. You could take them back.
You
to
can
San
take them to a
Francisco
date,
after
take
we
them, go
beat 'em,
eat,
too.
go wherever y'all want to go. Go walk
Okay.
the river walk, go ride a
I got the Niners.
street train.
Them Saints fans been
I
happy
got
all
the Niners.
season. I can't wait till it happens because it's gonna happen.
You've been waiting the last 3 years. You need to kind of
It's
give it
happened the
up.
last 2 years. Y'all get high, and then boom, it's gonna happen.
And look, y'all.
It's
y'all
gonna
just,
happen.
Do y'all
Where
even
y'all was?
Look, we not even in it though. But y'all
right,
in
right.
it. Y'all in it. And I want to see y'all get
He
high.
said,
and
he
fall.
said we're not even in it. Y'all, you
I
see,
wanna
you
see
counted
y'all
y'all out
fall.
already,
Lions
You
at
see?
the Vikings.
right?
I like
Lions at Vikings.
I like the Vikings.
Vikings.
I like the Vikings there too. We got the Broncos at the Texans. Broncos might have found a
Texans.
And I'm going with
I
the
like the
Broncos.
Texans. I like the Texans.
Knock no Texans off
No,
that
you
high
like
horse.
the Texans. No,
Texans.
you like the Texans.
Well, he better like them now.
Ravens at Buffalo.
Can't beat him, join him.
Ravens
Right
at
here,
Buffalo.
I like Buffalo right here. Up there in the cold, might be snowing.
So
I'm taking Buffalo.
it's snowing in Baltimore too. It's all right.
Yep.
I like Ravens in that spot.
Lamar better not go up there and throw for 100
I'm
yards.
gonna take the Raiders.
Why not?
Might take a L.
Oh, might. Oh, now it's might take a
I
L.
almost
It's
took
all
a L
good.
the other day. If
Almost don't count, baby.
Justin Tucker
10 and 2
The
MVP.
Ravens.
MVP, baby.
The
I
Ravens.
like the AFC East right there, baby.
Bengals at the Browns.
Browns.
Andy Dalton keep it on track.
Yep, Andy Dalton coming back
That's
on
a
fire.
division rival game.
What can Brown do for
Dunlap
you?
gonna be all
Not
over.
get you a
Baker.
dub.
Let's go Redskins with Dwayne Haskins and the Green Bay Packers.
We going Packers, baby.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay all day.
Go pack, go like Weezy say.
Whalen second.
Washington
QB.
1-2 in a row, though, I think. Chargers at Jacksonville.
We going Minshew.
I'm going
Yeah,
with Minshew.
Minshew.
Minshew with the beard.
Fournette.
the mustache.
I think Minshew gonna help
Instead of
Fournette get some better carries.
The
so that's
mustache.
Minshew.
I must say the beard.
He ain't got nothing right
Oh
here.
my God.
Steelers at Cardinals.
Steelers,
Steelers,
Cardinals,
man.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Kyler Murray.
I don't
man.
think it's gonna be close. Either.
Kyler Murray,
I
Arizona.
like the Steelers. I
Mike,
like
taking
the
Mike
Arizona.
Tomlin doing the best he can do with what he got to work
Coach
with. And I like him
of
for
the
Coach
year.
of the Year.
He's the coach of the year.
I like him for Coach of the Year. Some people in the room don't.
Yeah,
one
they
one
do not
person
agree.
in the room
I
don't.
like him dealing
I'm
with
not.
what
I'm
Not
not.
some.
I'm not for the coach of the
anybody
year
that
right
could,
now.
I mean, it's hard enough to make the playoffs. Ask the Browns, but he doing a rebuild
Make
in
the
the middle of a
playoffs.
season.
Make the playoffs.
You
He
can
on
do
his
a
fourth-
you can have a rebuild in the middle of a season.
Fourth
to make
quarterback.
Something like LeBron.
You-
Lost
Okay,
his
never
number
mind.
one
You coaching.
receiver.
Just like
Lost his
LeBron.
number one running back.
Make the
Because
playoffs.
Mason Rudolph couldn't throw it up against this building.
Make the playoffs.
Titans at Raiders.
Titans, Raiders, Titans.
I like the Titans.
Derrick
I
Henry.
like what the
Is
Titans
Carr
doing.
is Carr back playing?
Yeah.
I like what the Titans doing,
Carr
but I
back
don't
playing?
really
Yeah. I know they
believe in
sat him out.
Tannehill. I don't really believe in Tannehill.
Tannehill been playing good ball.
But I
though.
like
I'm
what
gonna
the-
take. I'm gonna take the Raiders on this one.
Okay. Let's go Chiefs and Patriots.
Chiefs, baby.
Pats all day, baby.
Chiefs.
In Gillette. Oh, it's going down.
Chiefs.
My homie.
Let's go, Pats.
I want to see Gilmore stop
the
Tyreek
play
Hill.
the play calling need to be a whole
I
lot better
want to
this
see
week.
Gilmore stop Tyreek Hill.
We just don't need to come out there with the run, pass, play action stuff.
You gonna meet my new homie, Patrick Mahomes.
My homie.
PM, baby.
Yeah, when the last time they beat us?
So
Okay.
PM, baby.
you keep.
You on that
You know what? Yeah,
pass,
yeah.
that
You know what? I don't want to go
pass,
there.
I just want to know when the last time
He
they
said
beat
the
us.
Falcons in the Super Bowl.
They
Like,
should have beat y'all last year. Y'all paid the rest
Last time
before they
beat
get
us,
there. They should have beat y'all
last
last
time they
year.
beat us, they had Alex Smith.
Oh, wait, let me forget.
The
man.
last time they beat us, it was with Alex
And
Smith.
They
You're
was
right,
supposed
you're
to
right,
beat
you're
y'all
right.
last year.
right. Yeah, we can't go
Y'all
supposed
got a
to
good
around.
call.
We can't do supposed to. That's all
Supposed
right.
to.
That's all right.
Seahawks at the
That
Rams.
press, that
Seahawks at
Dez
Rams.
was supposed to catch that ball.
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
We're gonna do supposed.
hey. You say hey.
Seahawks
Hey.
at the Rams.
I'm going Rams.
I like the Rams right here.
Seattle,
I like the
Seattle.
Rams.
Seattle.
Giants at the Eagles.
Eagles, baby.
Eli.
Eagles, because
like
I
an
heard
eagle.
Eli was coming back.
Eli, baby. Eli gonna get his job back,
Eli
man.
gonna get out there and trip down.
He lied about
Eli
that win.
gonna get his job, man.
He lied about the win.
All right. Well,
Hey, I got. Speaking of Giants, Saquon. Well, he been hurt, but he ain't been performing like
He really
everybody thought he
ever
was.
since he
No.
tweaked that his little hamstring.
Man, it's
whatever
nothing.
it
It's
was.
nothing to do with tweaking his hamstring.
hadn't
Did
have
you
a-
see his offensive line?
he hadn't had
That's what I'm
100
saying.
yards
Okay,
since week
that's
2.
nothing to do
And
with his
that was
hamstring.
my-
Man, but
and
still, though,
that's-
McCaffrey
and
don't have
that
the
was-
best
and that
offensive
was my
line either,
case
though.
for
McCaffrey have
right
a better
there.
line.
He hadn't
than-
had
than
100
the-
yards
One
since
line
week
not
one.
all
That's
that
not
good
good.
either.
Man,
He
Ex
hadn't had
Cam
100
Newton.
yards
That's why
since
Cam
week 2.
Newton running all the time.
It's better than
Man.
the Giants.
McCaffrey just
I don't
more
know, man.
You seen Eli run for his
I
life
just
the
know
last couple
Saquon not gonna be
years?
the favorite for fantasy
Eli's
next year.
trash.
Why you think Eli lost his job?
Because
He don't
can't-
have
he
a
can't
line
read a
to block.
defense.
Let's get into these college scores,
Because he
y'all.
can't read a defense.
That's NFL for us.
He just throw it up
Into
in there.
college, we got a lot going on. A lot of championship games going on this week.
Championship
SEC
week.
championship, LSU doing their thing.
Go Tigers. Like
Shout
all
out
year.
to the Gators, baby.
Gators going to the AutoZone Bowl.
Oh, okay,
Like the Gators bit
I
some
gotta
metal.
come up with another name,
My Gators entered the top 10, baby.
like the Golden Corral
we just
Buffet Bowl,
we just entered the top 10 before the season finished. Come on
sponsored
now.
by Pep Boys.
Piccadilly Bowl.
Come on, man.
The boys going to the Laura's Bowl, the Country Cuisine Bowl.
Yeah, some with some
Man,
seafood,
get it,
some,
dog.
with some
Number 20,
gators, some with
Boise
some
State
gators.
over Colorado State. Number
The,
25,
the Steve,
Appalachian
hold on, one
State.
more. The Steven Seafood Bowl.
Got some alligator bites.
Also co-sponsored by LA
Shout out
Seafood.
Steven.
He said, "Shout out Stevens."
But you see how people do now? They ain't been in a big time bowl in I don't know how many years, and now they want to
Oh
talk.
my God! Shout out Stevens. That was
Hey.
funny, man.
Okay,
Number
it's good.
25, Appalachian State over Troy. Number
That's
2.
that Appalachian State team right there.
Yep, they playing the Raging Cajuns for the Sun Belt
Yeah, they
Championship.
moved up to 21 this week.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
Number
gets to
2,
beat the top
LSU.
22.
They beat the crap out of Texas A&M 50-7.
Yep.
Number 1, Ohio State beating number 13 Michigan for like the 6th or 7th straight time, 56-27.
Shout out Harbaugh.
No,
He need to come back to the
No.
NFL.
no.
No,
shout
he,
out
he
for
need
him.
to go
He
fishing.
need to just keep moving down till he get to Pee Wee.
back to high school.
Number 3, Clemson over South Carolina,
Yeah, Pee-wee, oh my
38-3. Number 4, Georgia over Georgia Tech, 52-7. Number 5, Alabama losing to number 15 Auburn, 48-45. That was a good game. Nick
Alabama
Saban
economy
lost
must have
his
went
mind
down
on the
after they've been
sideline.
losing.
Saban lost his mind.
I think so.
Come
Like,
on, man.
The
Get
economy.
a man
Not
a break,
winning,
man.
And now he's
Just get
no,
a
we
man
don't
a
get
break.
no
break.
Ain't
Get a
no
man a
break.
break, man.
Ain't no break. Break for what? This ain't no
when
Kit Kat
when
bar.
you dominant for so
He ain't
long.
a Kit Kat bar. He
You
ain't
don't get a
getting
break for not. Okay, you don't
He
get a
having a bad year, man.
Hey, so give him a break. Oh, it's okay, Saban. It's all right.
Well, look how many
Shit.
other people we give a break. The people that
I don't give nobody breaks.
Yeah,
That's up to
he don't
y'all.
even know what
Number
he talking
12,
I'm
about.
just saying,
Wisconsin
nobody
over number
break.
8,
Look at the
Minnesota,
Vanderbilts and people like
38-17.
that.
Number 9, Baylor
I ain't
over
never gave him
Kansas,
credit, so I can't
61-6.
Give him a break.
Number 10, Penn State over Rutgers, 27-6. Number 14, Oregon over Oregon State, 24-10. Number 16, Notre Dame over Stanford, 45-24. And to close out the college scores, you had number 23, Iowa State losing to Kansas State, 27-17. Number 6, Utah beating Colorado, 45-15. They got a chance to try to sneak into the playoff.
Yeah.
Number 11, Florida beating Florida State in-state rivalry, 40-17. Number 7, Oklahoma beating Oklahoma State, 34-16. Number 14, Oregon over Oregon State, 24-10. And Notre Dame, Stanford, they already won. We already read that. Let's go, y'all. Florida.
They already won.
Shout out to them Gators, man.
Oh my God.
Shout out to them Gators, man. We came into the week ranked number 11 after a big win over in-state rival Florida State.
Florida
Won-
some trash.
We won 40-17. Kyle Trask, shout out Red Shirt Jr. Kyle Trask he was 30 for 41, 343 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That win moved us up to 10-2 to finish the season, and actually bumped us up into the top 10. We number 9, so y'all think we gonna be in the AutoZone bowl?
Y'all finally made it into the top
y'all
10.
Piccadilly.
tripping.
Piccadilly.
And I mean, we
Y'all been
He said
bouncing
y'all
all around.
we
though, man.
deservingly need to be where we at because we took 2 losses, but it was to the number 2 LSU team and the number 4 Georgia team.
Y'all been
So,
bouncing around them standings just like y'all on the four
I mean,
corners.
we playing good teams, and you win some.
Where will they end up next?
Well, after that impressive performance by Kyle Trask, the person that got hurt, the quarterback before Trash, Felipe Franks, if you know who that is.
Yeah, you said it right, Trash.
He Trask. Get it right, Mr. Ryan over there. But after that good game, that sent Felipe Franks into the transfer protocol. So either he gonna be playing for another team or he going to the NFL draft.
He better not go. He not gonna go to the
Shout
draft.
out to Felipe Franks.
He not going to the
letter.
draft.
He wrote a good letter to the Florida fans and
His
thanked
goodbyes.
everybody for everything.
That's good. That's very nice. And,
But I'm
and,
excited about Trash senior season.
Let's get to
that's-
somebody that's actually going to be in the Final Four.
Go Tigers.
LSU, A&M, wait, didn't want to talk about. They wrote a nice letter.
Go Gators, man. Go
He
Gators.
said his
Put good
goodbyes.
He put good salutations on top.
It's
so hard to say
Reg,
goodbye.
what you got, man?
Yeah, thank you very much for letting the number 1 team in the country, in my opinion, come to the podium.
Well,
Shout out,
that's just your opinion.
shout out to Joe Burrow, 23 of 32, 352 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Also, Clyde Edwards, he led 18 carries, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Davis Price also had a touchdown. On the receiving end, we had Jamar Chase, 7 catches, 197 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Racey McMath, 2 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown, and Justin Jefferson, 6 catches, 55 yards and a touchdown. So they went ahead and took care of their business.
Man, Chase averaging 28 yards a catch.
Yeah, yes, he did.
And that's putting them in
my
the SEC championship, LSU and Georgia.
28
Yes,
yards
sir.
a catch.
Whoever
Go
wins,
Tigers.
that's our 2 losses right there. So they gonna do nothing but help our strength of schedule.
True.
Yeah,
True.
you're right.
You're right.
We're going to have a lot of shakeups going on. This is the top 25 right here. You got number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, LSU. Number 3, Clemson. Number 4, Georgia. Number 5, Utah. Number 6, Oklahoma.
Good job.
Number 7, Baylor. Number 8, Wisconsin. Number 9, Florida. And number 10,
Number 9,
Penn State.
Florida. Say it with your chest.
Go Tigers.
Way to
Look
die, say it with your
him.
chest for number 9.
Number 9.
We in there,
If
baby.
you saying it with your chest, you probably got a cold on your chest.
We in there.
You sick. You got a virus or something.
Number 9, say it with your chest.
Choke me up.
You know what I'm saying? And also, got to give a shout out, man. 'Cause
Etienne.
Travis Etienne goes to Clemson, right there from Jennings. Got people stay here in Lafayette, and we never show him any love, but he's definitely a Heisman consideration.
That's the
Definitely gonna
running
be-
back for Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
high
shout out to
pick in the
Travis
draft.
Etienne, baby.
Yeah.
He broke
dude.
the ACC rushing touchdown record with 53 career rushing TDs. So shout out to Travis.
He gonna be
man.
good.
Louisiana
in the NFL,
native.
Yeah.
Watermark. Louisiana native, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Jennings, Louisiana. Shout out. Do your thing. If y'all meet up with LSU, I'm gonna have to go against you, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it's going.
But he gonna be good in the NFL next.
They got
level,
some
I
good
think.
games this
think
weekend with the conference
fast.
championships
Yes.
and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Right.
forward to this weekend. It's gonna be some good
Conference
college
championship
football.
week, man.
Pac-12 championship game. You got Oregon and Utah. Utah favored by
Yeah,
6.
Utah is a good team, but Oregon, I think, gonna make a statement.
Appalachian State and the Raging Cajuns UL. You got Appalachian State favored by 6. Sun Belt Championship. You got LSU and Georgia. LSU favored by 7.
That's it.
They favored by 7
Yeah, that's
over
cool.
Georgia. It
And
seems like it should be more
they
than
ain't
that.
been getting respect all year. It's all good.
You got the Big 12 championship, Oklahoma, Baylor. That's going to be a good one, too. Oklahoma favored by 9.
I'm going Baylor.
Cincinnati and Memphis for the
I don't know.
AAC championship game.
Jalen Hurts, Oklahoma defense kind of suspect too.
Yep. 50 to 60 in the school.
Memphis
Yep.
favored by
It
9
is.
in the AAC championship game. Mountain West championship game, number 19 Boise State over Hawaii.
Yep.
You got Boise State favored by 14. Clemson, Virginia, the ACC championship. Clemson favored by 28.
Biggest
Man.
one out the championship week, huh?
Ooh.
I like a sneaky Clemson man in that playoff. I'm
Ohio
telling you.
State, Wisconsin.
Clemson ain't getting they credit none this year for playing who they got to play on the schedule.
Number
Like
1
the Pats
Ohio
be doing.
State.
He like that. He
and
just- he
number
a
8,
Pats fan.
Wisconsin. Ohio State, Wisconsin.
Anybody
Big
give
10.
Wisconsin any chance in that game?
Nope.
0.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm,
What's
giv-
the-
I'm
what's the
giving
spread?
Ohio
I'm
State,
giving them a
16 and a
chance.
half.
16?
16 and a half.
So they still didn't beat Clemson.
Every time I don't watch Ohio State, by the time we get to the second quarter, they got like 28 points.
Yeah.
It's over.
Well, we got a big game with that Appalachian UL game over there, and it's a big rematch from early in the season.
Early in the season.
Yep.
And,
Matter of fact, we got some stats on them because UL closed out the season 10-2,
10 and 2.
yeah.
beating
10 and 2.
ULM.
Shout out.
Levi Lewis, 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. Red, you want to take it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Levi Lewis, 15 passes, 15 for 23, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns. Raymond Kale, 8 carries, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Elijah Mitchell had 19 carries, 102 yards. He didn't have any TDs. Trey Ragas had 8 carries, 29 yards. Jamarcus Bradley, 4 catches, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. And also Jamal Bell and Peter LeBon contributed with a touchdown at receiving also. So shout out to UL, first 10-win season in the history of the program.
Oh, yeah.
They
Well, I'll
going,
tell
Doing
you
well,
what,
man,
if they,
doing well.
if they win this game here with Appalachian State at 21 and they win that Sun Belt, they should jump into the top 25.
yeah, they're
should.
gonna crack the top.
And that bowl
25.
game will be sweet.
I think they deserve it. If they
That
can
bowl
pull this
game
off
will be
against
nice.
Appalachian State, I think they deserve it.
You never know. UL might end up playing Florida. You never know.
Boy, get out of
That
here.
would be something,
Hey,
boy.
you got him with
They only losses is to Ole Miss and
But why you
Appalachian.
clowning? That's
We only
possible,
lost
yeah.
to Mississippi
No,
State.
man.
Boy, we not going.
No.
Boy, we number 9.
UL gonna get a good bowl game.
Not against a number 9.
I think they could beat Florida.
Appalachian 21.
I think
What you think?
UL could beat Florida.
If they beat Appalachian,
Y'all heard Will
and
and
get into
feeling,
the top
man.
25.
Well, let's say what?
Anyway, man, let's take it to
Now, they
basketball,
just
man.
Lost all their mind.
Brian.
Let's talk about something that
Brian,
Mr.
Brian,
First gonna
the
get a big
GOAT.
smile on his face
The
for.
GOAT.
Brian.
These are the games from last
The
night.
GOAT. Better than everybody that ever played the game.
Oh, my
See, you
goodness.
said it
Now-
better this.
oh,
There
this
you
time than
go.
last time.
We
There
need a
you
whole
go,
nother
Brian
show for
Pride.
that.
Some more vigor right there.
We back, baby.
105,
The Lakers.
96, 18
Boy,
and
no Laker
3.
fan.
The
We
Lakers,
back.
their record.
Boy, no
LeBron
Laker
was
fan.
25, 6 and 9. Y'all
That's
have
how
any
we bounce back
comments
against
On the
a
regular.
good, against a good Denver
The
team.
number 1 defense in the league.
On the road.
The
good
number 2
Denver
seed
team
in
on
the
the
West.
road.
On
I
the
just
road.
hey, wait before you go. Let me say
I
something.
watched that game by
Let me
Mr.
say
Red
something.
Child.
Okay.
I used to hear LeBron was in the East. LeBron in the West, the number 1
it's
seed.
December.
I don't hear.
It's December. I don't even want to
It
hear all
don't
that.
matter when it is. They're
and-
quarter into the season.
Yeah,
I don't hear the West soft, but it's all good.
hey,
Next,
and
I don't want to hear
And
nothing.
it's Anthony
Next.
Davis and Anthony Davis
Next.
and LeBron James.
Next,
Yeah.
Come on,
y'all know who
AD
Alpha.
is
Y'all know
there.
who's leading
AD is
it.
there.
You know who scored them
AD is
15
there.
points in the
say?
fourth quarter.
What the stats say?
Because,
who lead?
because when it was
Brian?
LeBron, when it was
Oh, my
LeBron,
goodness.
he didn't make the playoffs.
What?
Is he averaging more points than
Oh
Anthony
no,
Davis?
1 point. Okay. What
Okay.
about the 11 assists?
We said leading.
Leading what? The team? Who leading the
Hey,
team, Whalen?
assist is assisting.
Whalen, who leading the team?
Assist is
Who leading the
assisting.
team, Whalen? Who
I
leading
like,
the team,
I like
Whalen?
AD in the
Whalen.
driver's seat.
Oh,
I like AD in
AD
the
the
driver's
alpha.
seat.
You a Laker fan?
huh?
AD the alpha.
I've been a Laker fan.
LeBron even said
You ain't
AD the
gotta ask
alpha.
that.
Come on, that's why
AD
LeBron
even
playing
said
point,
it.
man.
Yeah, baby dad even
What?
said
LeBron even said
AD
it. He's
is
feeding.
going to be the focal
That's
point.
why he's averaging 11 assists a game.
He making
Come
it a
on, y'all
point
talk
to
stupid,
get everybody
man.
else
Y'all don't know
involved
ball, man.
and let the alpha
That's
be
why
the
he
alpha.
averaging 11
Do I need to
assists.
pull up the article with LeBron James?
He's
said?
leading the league
I
in
can't
He
believe
assists.
y'all-
did say he was conceding
To AD.
to AD.
I understand that's
Well,
what
y'all
he's
don't like
saying.
It was
LeBron,
the
huh?
words
No,
that
I'm
came
not
out of
saying
his
that.
mouth.
Ryan.
But on that team,
Who leading that team, Ryan?
AD the alpha.
Wait,
Ryan.
AD's the alpha.
Right.
my God, I
Listen,
can't
listen,
believe this,
listen,
man.
They
listen.
had LeBron
I'm
last year
just
and they
telling
didn't
you
make the
what
playoffs.
LeBron James said.
Listen to this, man.
This boy the point
We-
guard, and
we-
he's still not leading,
We
man.
going
He's at
off
the
of-
point guard.
We going off of what LeBron James said.
No, we're
LeBron-
going off of what's happening,
No, we
Whalen.
going off of what he said.
LeBron said that.
So you gonna go off of what he said or what's happening?
Well, you like
No, I
stats.
ain't gonna go
I'm
off
going
what
off
he
the
said.
stats.
No, you're not.
I'm
No,
going
you're
off
not.
LeBron
No, you're
James
not.
The stats say AD is leading the league in scoring.
What?
I mean,
Hey,
leading the league
We
in
ain't gonna
scoring.
listen to LeBron. It came out his mouth. We ain't gonna listen to him.
He leading them in rebound.
Ryan, what y'all watching?
He leading them in rebound. He
it
averaging
don't-
more
Y'all watching?
rebounds.
It
You
don't-
watched the game last night?
But he averaging more rebounds and points.
You watched the
than
game
LeBron.
last night?
I watched the game.
Who led the game?
Doesn't matter though. First,
Oh, no, it don't matter.
This
next.
one game.
Man, it's next.
This
next.
one game.
Next.
You want me to go back and
Bruh.
find some AD led games?
Yes,
Anyway.
go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
my
the
goodness. He
Mavericks
just had
over the
34 and 11
Pelicans,
the other night.
118 to 97.
Oh my God, this is
Luka
crazy.
Doncic,
Oh, my
33
Them ball played
points,
21 games. Them balls
18
say AD
rebounds,
leading.
Shout out Luka
a
Doncic.
career high,
Shout
and
out Luka.
5 assists.
This is crazy. I'm happy our viewers and
Shout
listeners
out
got
Luka
to see
Doncic.
y'all real side, especially yours, your
I'm a-
Laker
They'll
fans.
tell you AD the alpha on
they
the
just
team.
don't-
Man, AD not the alpha. Bro, what you watching?
AD not the alpha. How he
Listen.
not the
Because
alpha?
LeBron scored 15 points in the fourth quarter against the
LeBron
Pelicans the
told
other
AD,
game.
you gonna be the alpha.
LeBron scored 15 points in the fourth
Hey,
quarter
hey,
the other day
Houston
against the
Rockets
uh,
over the San
guys,
Antonio
guys,
Spurs.
I'm glad.
Guys,
I'm glad.
one
Hold on,
second,
baby. Let me
take
please.
this picture off
1
here.
second,
Let's take
please.
this
Can,
picture off
can,
here.
can
Hold
I
on,
say
bro.
something for
This
1
is
second?
crazy.
I'm
Cause
glad
y'all
that
This is
fans
y'all
crazy.
been saying
I
a
cannot
lot.
believe that.
Why
ball
he on the
Can I
intro
say
it say
something?
LeBron fan?
Can I say something? Okay, you was absolutely right.
I know.
That LeBron let me talk, please. You was absolutely
Wow.
right.
I know I was.
That LeBron James said that
He
he
did
was
say
gonna
it.
concede to AD.
I know.
Yes.
But what's happening on the court and with the numbers now,
AD leading in rebounds and points.
they both had 25
LeBron
last
leading in
night.
assists. That's one category. AD leading in blocks. He leading in rebounds. He leading in points.
Okay.
So we gonna say who the alpha? Come
Okay.
on, man.
All right.
Hey, LeBron just because he leading
All
in
right.
assists.
All right.
He the leader.
All right.
Come on, man.
I
Get
don't
outta
see
here.
what the problem is though. If
That's what
LeBron
I'm saying.
playing point, AD's the alpha. I'm
AD
feeding
leading the
AD. We
league in
both shining, but
blocks. Okay.
AD's the one I wanted to
Okay.
get. That's
All right.
why we wanted him.
All right.
I'm not gonna
All right.
say
That's
that.
why I wanted
Well, y'all
AD.
tripping,
I'm
bro.
not gonna
The
say
intro-
that.
the intro-
LeBron was responsible for every fourth quarter point against the Jazz the last
Oh,
game.
that's one game.
Okay, and he scored 15 in the fourth against the Pelicans. So
Okay,
want me to
that's
keep
one game.
going?
We played 19.
He had 34 and 19 and 12 against
He
Dallas.
just
If
had 34
LeBron
and
does
11
not
the
have
other night.
AD, they
Man,
ain't
next
winning no
man,
chip.
put somebody on the screen.
Man,
Y'all
yeah,
just don't
okay.
like. You don't like LeBron, and he a
Mr.
Laker fan. You just don't like LeBron.
I'm
Period. Like I
just
said, he the
saying,
greatest
bro.
to ever play the game.
said.
Bird
Period.
is a
Bar
Bird
none.
is say LeBron
You
fan on
turned
the
into a
intro
whole
for a reason.
different argument.
Yeah, but we watching the same thing.
Well, we
Mr.
looking at the stats too.
Mr.
The
Taylor.
stats say 3 rebounds. He leading the league with 3
Hey,
rebounds.
Mr. Ryan.
Three blocks a game.
Let's move on, on, please.
Rebounds
Going on
for
to
the
the
team.
scores.
Let's
and the
move
score.
on.
That was a good discussion.
Let's
though.
move on because
ain't
we,
no good
we-
discussion.
we-
Y'all are
hey,
so
this is an
pathetic.
argument. This is an argument with another
You
Laker.
pathetic.
The
That's
Houston
pathetic.
Rockets over the
You look
San
all over the
Antonio
stats.
pathetic.
Spurs.
But you're saying what LeBron said. You don't want to
You
use
look
stats no
over
more.
the stats when you want to look over the stats.
How?
So we're just gonna use this as a basketball segment, or we're gonna finish.
Who leading the league?
Man, it don't matter who else. Y'all just be hating on LeBron.
Who leading the
Oh,
team
we're
in
gonna
more
finish, y'all.
categories?
I don't want to talk
I
about
can
this
take
ball
Lon-
with that
I
big
can take
thing on
Lonnie
his
Walker
head,
off.
man. Take him
We
off.
gonna talk about the game,
We don't want
man.
to talk about no Walker.
28
Get
points,
Lonnie
career
Walker off of
high,
there.
I
4
can't believe
rebounds,
y'all.
3
Find me an
steals.
AD
The
picture.
big thing about this game right here was that they got robbed 2 points. I can't even talk it. He got robbed 2 points. James Harden, they didn't give it to him. They ended up losing by 2.
Shout out to James Harden dunked the ball.
The
and it went
Clippers
in
and the
out rim.
Blazers. The Clippers will be right there with the Lakers. Talk about the Lakers when it come to playing them in the
Oh, so you're a
playoffs.
Clippers fan.
No, I'm saying when they play them, that's gonna be.
How
the
you know they're
matchup.
going to make it? You're a Clippers
They're
fan?
gonna make it.
How?
They're gonna
You're a
make
Clippers
it.
fan, Ryan?
Oh,
You're a Clippers fan?
Ferg.
He vouching for them like you're
Yeah,
a
I
fan.
ain't with the Clippers,
Man.
man.
You're a Clippers fan?
Bruh, I'm not a Clipper fan.
Then why you talking about them like they're going to just automatically beat the
Because
Lakers?
I judge what's going on in sports. In
The Lakers got the better record, so who better, Ryan?
in December.
Oh,
In December.
but they lost the first game.
You
It
know
was
what? Get this damn bitch
hoopla.
off. You know, we ain't doing no more goddamn stats. What we gonna finish off this discussion until we get to boxing. Hold on, bruh. Hold
We
on.
out of
Damn
time
the
now.
stats, damn
Right.
all that.
We already out of time.
Like I say, he just don't like LeBron.
Cause no man, can nobody
no.
say nothing about that boy at all without
Ryan,
you losing your stuff,
It's
man.
not that, Ryan. How you gonna say the Clippers gonna beat them and they don't have a better
I didn't
record?
even say that. I
You ju-
said, let's see when they meet. See what you hearing? You see what you hearing in your head? I never even said that. I said, wait till they meet.
What's gonna happen,
That's
Ryan,
what
when
I
they meet?
said.
What's gonna happen when
It's
they meet,
gonna be
Ryan?
a hell of a battle.
we back, baby.
It's gonna be a hell of a
Look at
battle.
him. He
the
just
Lakers, baby. We back.
he like the Lakers, but he don't like LeBron. So he
Okay.
and
I do like
his
LeBron.
space about this big. Where the
Calm
camera
down.
at?
Calm
His
down.
space
There
about
you go.
this big.
Calm down.
Well,
Calm
now
down.
that we got the intro, y'all
Okay.
see why
Where are we
he
going
is further
now?
LeBron fan.
Where are we,
And y'all should have the opposite
where are we going?
because y'all don't keep it
Can
real
we
when it
finish
comes to LeBron.
basketball? Should we
Get
go?
on.
We got what kind of stats?
We're going to do the power
leaders
ranking,
in?
man.
Get
We're
on.
going to the power ranking,
Oh,
bro.
okay,
Power,
power
ranking. Milwaukee Bucks, number 1.
Man, they beat the Knicks
Clippers
by
are
almost
number. I mean, the
40
Lakers
Yeah,
are
that
number
was-
2.
that was ugly. That was
Clippers are
ugly.
number 3. Nuggets are number 4. Celtics are number 5.
So the Clippers behind us.
And
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
Rockets
one-
are number
the-
6. Raptors
Us.
are number 7. Mavericks are
Us.
number 8.
Hey, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
76ers are number 9 and the Heat is number 10. I'm
Oh
not
my
talking
God.
ball with y'all no more.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Lord,
man.
there's so many
You should say
arguments to
me.
have
You
on
got some
this.
stats?
Try
I got
saying
some
me.
stats.
Now he
Come on
wants
with
some
the
stats.
stats,
Now
man.
he wants some
Points
stats.
leaders.
Say me, Mr.
Now
Wiggins.
he wants some
James
stats.
Not us.
Harden, who's been leading the
Mr. Taylor.
category for the points for the
The
longest
best
time.
offensive player ever.
38, and there he go. And there he go with that dumb talk. That dumb talk.
Come on,
James
man.
Harden 38.9.
38. That boy
Giannis
averages 38.
You just missed the
30.9.
assists.
Luka 30.6. Trey Young 28.4. My mama said you let the youngsters just talk.
Look at
Number
Luka up
5,
there.
Bradley Beal 28 points a game. That
Go to
is
work
your
up there,
points.
Luca. And Greek
Assists from one of the best point guards because he wanted to be the point.
Bron,
LeBron
Bron.
James with almost 11 assists.
Bron, Bron.
Because he could feed AD. Duh.
Phil just texted me and said, "Shout out LeBron James for the podcast for this week."
Tell Phil go find
LeBron
Melo.
James.
Luka
Phil say he love
Doncic.
you.
He's second in assists with 9.6. Ben Simmons, he's third with assists, 8.4. Trey Young, fourth
This
on the
is
list,
a- this is
8.4.
amazing.
Boy, wait till basketball gets into
This is
it.
a-
Malcolm Brogdon.
We a quarter in.
number
What
five.
you waiting for?
Look at Luca up there.
We a quarter in the season. What are you waiting for?
Man, rebounds per game. Andre Drummond, he's been at the top
That
of the list
Andre
since
Drummond,
we started.
he the
17.1. Clint Capella, 14.7.
The
Rudy
Greek freak,
Gobert,
baby.
13.8. Giannis, 13.4.
And Sabonis.
13.
Your rebound leaders.
Your steal leaders, 42. Ben Simmons, Chris Dunn, Jimmy Butler, Fred VanVleet with 36. Drew Holiday, Pelicans. We ain't giving the Pelicans no type of love. 36. And for
I'm waiting.
blocks leader, Anthony Davis. He has 53 on the season. Behind him is Jonathan Isaac. Behind him is Brook Lopez, Kristaps Porzingis, and Hassan Whiteside.
Defensive player of the year.
Hassan. And that's basketball. Now, unless we got any other talk that we're going to get into, we can go to boxing. We're going to boxing.
LeBron, the greatest basketball player ever. We can move on now.
Boxing.
I need some aspirin.
Anthony Davis leading the league in blocks, baby.
Ruiz,
and the Lakers.
Joshua 2. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, buddy. Saturday, December 7th, you have the rematch of Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua. I think that Anthony Joshua is gonna pull this fight out. I think he
and
underestimated
soft.
Ruiz the first time around.
Well, big and soft.
And I think this time he's gonna try to knock him out. Now, if he gets beat a second time, I'm gonna lose a lot of.
He swing, but he not accurate.
Yeah,
I mean, he got some power
big and
coming
soft.
behind them punches, but they not land. I mean, and then he leave himself open. I see
Big and
with
soft.
them wild punches.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen him in fights, and that was the worst fight I ever seen him in. So if he fight like he can fight and he's capable of fighting, he can knock Ruiz out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna underestimate Andy Ruiz because he did show me something. The first fight, he have a lot of heart, and he not gonna quit. But it's gonna be a good fight, man. Looking forward to seeing that Saturday night.
Shout out.
Also Saturday night on the UFC side, we have UFC on ESPN 7. The main event for that is Alistair Overeem. He's gonna be in with the main
I don't
event.
know how to say his last.
Rosenstruck.
Rosenstruck. Okay.
And then we have Marina Rodriguez and Cynthia Calvillo. That's gonna be the co-main event on that card. It's a pretty good card to watch Saturday.
Stefan Struve and Ben Rothwell. That's two vets going, man.
Yeah,
That's Stefan Struve. He's 7 foot.
yeah. They have they have some good fights on that card.
Skyscraper
Right
Struve.
So who's Usman and Covington?
That's the
That's the headline.
there. Wait, say that again.
no, that's the 245. He was mentioning the one coming up
Oh,
this
okay.
weekend.
Oh,
Okay.
for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
245 is next weekend on the 14th.
Yeah, I was just
I
giving
saw
you.
they got
I would just
the
give it-
girls fighting. They got a good
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
the women's on the card.
Yeah, I was
You can
giving
put it back up, Ryan.
Okay.
I was giving you the warm up for the 245. The 245 is that picture that you see right here on the screen. For your audio listeners, you got Usman versus Covington for the championship in their weight class. You have Holloway and
Volkanovski.
So the
Volkanovski.
Covington,
Volkanovski.
the Covington gonna be the
Volkanovski.
main fight.
Huh?
That's gonna be the main fight. The Covington fight.
Yeah, that's the main card.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
still Amanda Nunez, huh?
yeah, you have Nunez. Nunez is
And
gonna be
the
fighting.
Remain the randomy, part 2.
Part 2.
That's part 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually the biggest fight card in UFC history because I don't believe they ever had a card where they had 3 title fights
title
like
fights.
this.
3 title fights.
Yeah, I've seen 2,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen 3. And the rest of the card is filled up, so that's gonna be
Marlon Moraes and Jose Aldo fight.
it's gonna be a good card to watch.
Uriah Faber, I liked him. So
Shout out to the
Uriah
UFC.
Faber should be good.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
UFC 245 coming up next
been-
weekend,
He's-
I've been
December
getting my
14th?
game up. I've been getting my game up on my
December
UFC.
14th.
Yeah.
We
High school.
They got some high school stuff, man. It's all the way down to the semifinal rounds and the divisions. They actually having their championships this week because it ain't as many teams in the divisions and the Superdome ain't as packed.
Yeah,
So they doing the championship games in the divisions this weekend, and next week will be the championships for your public schools. But some 4A teams around here that was still in it. Neville and by Monroe, number 2 Neville slipped by the number 10 Westgate, 26-24. This was almost the upset of the week right here with that Neville team up there in Monroe. Westgate drove down to Neville 36-yard line with a 4th and 10 at the end of the game and came up about a yard short. So that's the team, that Westgate team, they got that Keishon Butte over there, that number 1 recruit that's going to LSU.
the wide receiver.
He had he played a little bit of everywhere the other day.
Yeah, he do everything.
15 carries for 72 yards, 7 catches for 69 yards, and I think he did some special team stuff with that too. So Westgate could almost pull it off, but that in their season, the number 10 Westgate, Karen Crow went to Warren Easton, took a tough loss, 22-34 down in Warren Easton. Karen Crow was number 5. Warren Easton was number 20.
Cool.
The game was on YouTube live, and I watched it. It was back and forth till about the 3rd quarter. We was up early. They went up about halftime, and late in the 3rd quarter, they was some big boys. They took the momentum and kept it.
Yeah.
Junior running back Kendrell Williams, number 7, 26 carries, 223 yards rushing. So shout out to Kendrell. We got a team full of juniors, and most of the whole team gonna be back next year.
be
So
back.
should be exciting senior season for the Bears. Go Bears!
Go Bears.
Bro Bridge, number 6, Bro Bridge went to number 3 Edna Carr.
Tigers,
took a tough
man.
loss, 51-14.
It was a little rough. It was a little rough.
That's that same Edna Carr team that sent Cecilia packing. So I mean, Edna Carr gonna be playing that Neville team, and that's usually the championship matchup in 4A. Whenever,
Never
Yeah.
in the car.
yeah, that Neville
Yeah.
Edna Carr. So it's gonna be a big semifinal matchup, and I think Northside and Warren Eastern gonna be on the other side. Lakeshore, I think. Katie Anna Wrecking Rams went to Bossier, beat the number 8 Airline 34-7. Defense only gave up 168 yards. The quarterback, he scored 2 touchdowns. The running back scored 2 touchdowns. They gonna be I think they got
Zachary.
Zachary. They gonna be hosting number 5 Zachary.
They in one part of the semifinal, I think, and then you got Houghton and Destrehan.
Yep.
That's gonna be the
That's
other
your
side.
hand.
Okay. All right.
In the divisions, they got STM. They beat St. Louis, and they going to host De La. Well, they playing De La Salle in the championship this weekend. And LCA beat Dunham 49-14.
I'm sorry, Fred, I'm just blocking y'all for a second.
LCA beat Dunham 49-14, and they gonna be playing St. Charles, number 3, that upset Catholic New Iberia, the number 2 seed. They lost Catholic New Iberia lost 43-42. So St. Charles and LCA for the championship, and STM and De La Salle for the championship.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's everybody we got around.
And that's
these
local.
I seen we had
STM
Jennings in
home,
there,
right?
too, huh?
Oh, Jennings is in it. Jennings won.
Just
Shout
to let
out
everybody
to Jennings.
know they playing
I think
Friday.
they beat Union Parish, or they playing Union
They
Parish.
playing McDonough.
They playing McDonough.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Playing
McDonough.
So they on
Yeah.
the other side of
35.
the
Down 35.
bracket,
Yeah, on the other side.
and the other side is Union Parish and St. James.
McDonough
So,
35.
St. James tough. I heard about St. James this year too.
so shout out to the high schools, man. Still pushing, trying to make it to the dome, man.
Yeah.
So this right here is semi.
This
the semi
whoever
for
win
the
this
public
game go to
schools.
the
Semi.
championship.
Okay,
Except
semi.
for
This,
St.
this
Thomas
semi
More.
for the public schools, the private schools, the divisions. They got they championship this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, St. Thomas More playing for the chip.
STM and De La Salle. That's a big game too. That's a big rival game.
Shout out to STM, man. Bring that trophy back home.
That's what's up.
Go Cougars. Go Cougars.
It's
All
that time.
right.
Playoff all over.
This part of the program right here, my friend Mr. Reggie F., the MVP, likes to call life. Just life. We talk about different stuff besides sports.
Yep.
So what you got, Mr. Reg?
Well, sometimes it includes sports. You know, it's just
Yeah.
to
Oh,
get
yeah.
off the stats and
The
talk
beaten path and all.
have a topic. You know, a topic of discussion. Today, what I have for y'all is will self-driving cars cause more harm or good, and what are the pros and cons of autonomous cars, Mr. Whalen?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the way the phones and everything making people lazy. We lazy enough. I don't know. It could be a bad thing.
Lazy driving the car.
I mean, I don't know how safe
feel
they gonna
good,
be
though,
on the
man.
road. Or we'll see collision rates
feel
and
good.
malfunction issues and all that we have to monitor. But I can't call it at this point. I don't know.
Robots don't get drunk.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they malfunction though.
That's what I was about to say.
my
That
God.
robot gonna run me
They
into a
lose
wall
some
and I have
power.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, if they lose some power in the middle of the interstate.
Be
or
like,
some
car,
kind of way.
I'm not trying to
Well,
run into the
I
back
drove.
of that car.
They don't get distracted.
When I was in Colorado, we
Oh.
had this car that drive. It's crazy.
Oh, y'all used it?
Yeah.
You felt safe?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because I mean, they got the steering. It keep you in your lane, and like when you're getting close to people, it slow you down. As long as you got your cruise set.
Y'all was on the
Like-
driver's side also?
Yeah, it was on the driver's side, but I mean, like I was sitting there
Well, they
and I
got-
put my cruise and I let it go.
It's
And I was
all-
like sightseeing,
it would feel
and then like when it get to the red stop, it's a red light. It stop by itself.
Even
and
with
then
some
you
of
just hit
the-
resume cruise, and it goes by how far the
Even with
distance
some of the
car is.
vehicles,
Yeah.
with some of the vehicles today, they parallel park for you, but
Yeah,
they wouldn't parallel park me.
I mean, it feels. I mean, it feels like I don't think the car would just like take off or just like swerve. I mean, I don't think it would get to that point.
Why not?
It's just efficient, man. I mean, technology is efficient.
I don't want nothing having that
It's
much
more
control
efficient
over me
nowadays
like
than
that.
I mean.
That's too much control.
Yeah, I mean,
Too much control is that thing you got laying down right there in the front of you that you do everything on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but this ain't driving me nowhere.
I was real good about remembering.
But you
phone
use the map.
numbers and stuff.
I know you use your GPS on your phone.
Well-
that's what the car uses.
Yeah.
I,
I
mean,
guess
they
it's
got the
just
speed
something
limit on there. They
being
got
in
everything.
Control of like you can't like it's driving you like.
Okay, but Ryan, whenever you fly in the airplane, you're not the pilot.
But there's a human behind it.
I mean, I can roll in
It's just like
taxi.
autopilot.
I mean, I
hold on.
understand
It's
the
like
logic.
autopilot.
There's-
You're right.
there's-
It's like
there's-
autopilot.
There's a human behind it, but they do autopilot once they get in the sky.
It ain't that much. It ain't that much traffic up there though.
Yeah, for
and
real.
Turns and curves with.
Yeah, but
just-
you're not on the ground.
I
either.
mean,
they got cliffs and curves.
35,000 feet in the
30,000 feet in the air.
I'm just saying it like this. For me, and this is just me personally, I'm scared of car wrecks, scared of car accidents. I know of a lot of people, and I love was in car wrecks and stuff. So I want control. I want control. I'm
understand.
driving. I don't want.
understand.
I don't want.
Well,
But
I
that
tell
don't
you-
control the other guy driving though. You got to remember that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
tell
true,
you
too.
what.
That's true, too.
I tell you what. But what about this? You know, taxi drivers, they're already struggling with Uber and Lyft and everything. So that's gonna take away a lot of jobs. That might take away bus driving jobs.
Oh, it has already.
You know what I mean?
It has already.
Yeah.
I promise you.
So
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
has.
you gotta look at the other side of it too. It's gonna bring a lot of good things, but what is the damage?
gonna lose
What's the
something.
damage that it's gonna do?
You're gonna lose something in the
Yeah,
process.
it's just a supply demand type field. Taxi drivers. I don't think you can have a lot of self drivers in New York, but you know, so I mean,
Those would be some expensive vehicles too, huh? I would think.
Oh yeah,
Totally
yeah.
automated. Oh,
I mean, it's all electronic now. It's no
you
I
paying
tell
for
you
that.
what. I tell you what.
go to the shop.
I tell you what. It's gonna cut out the shade tree mechanics because I ain't trusting him with my car.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true.
what I'm saying.
That's
Bring
then-
it-
true.
go
and
to the
then-
shop.
They're almost cut out now with the new automobiles that you almost can't even get nobody else to work on it
Yeah, you
unless
have
you
to
go
bring
to
it
the
to the
dealership.
shop.
Yeah,
Bring
it
the
to
way
the
they making
dealership.
them, you gotta take it apart.
Yeah, man. I mean, even the regulations. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a disaster trying to figure out all the rules and regulations when it comes to that. Because right now it's just a lot of testing to make sure that the car is capable of self driving.
It's just not bad though. It's not like people make it seem.
Like science
you,
fiction
you
or
still have
something.
control of it.
Yeah.
But it's not like
It's a lot of people.
it's not like you gotta be full
just-
hands on and
People
and
think
just-
of like Demolition Man,
Yeah,
Minority
yeah,
Report, or
exactly.
something like
Yeah,
that.
like-
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Chicago.
I'm just worried about
Terminator
it
or
in
something.
traffic. That's my thing.
And
in traffic.
that's the confident feeling though, because
Yeah.
it keeps so much of a good distance to where like you know, you don't really gotta worry too much. Like it's a safe distance. It's better than you driving actually. Like
follow
the distance
the
it
rules
kept,
of the
yeah,
road.
yeah, exactly. The distance it kept for me, it was like
Yeah, but like
comfortable.
But it's just so deep when it comes to this,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
is,
because
it is.
you're dealing with the government and you're dealing with
The government, can say, everybody turn right.
Look, you're dealing with the government of the states and you're dealing with the federal government. You know, the roads is
Yeah.
governed by the states
Yeah.
and the technology is governed by the federal government. So like they have to come together.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, it's just
I think
it's a
gonna be
long
good
way
thing.
to go.
I think it'll be a good thing.
It's
No,
a-
it's not that far because that Tesla car is amazing.
No, yeah, what I'm talking about, like for the whole entire
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the world.
They got self-driving Ubers I didn't see.
So, Fer, what you have?
My question to y'all would be, if money was not an object, what would you buy?
I already know what I
And
buy.
why?
I
wanna
know
why,
what I
too.
would get.
Real quick, y'all.
I know what I would get. I would buy a baseball organization
Okay.
and
That's
keep the
good.
money flowing.
That's
Alright.
money.
Look here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
MLB.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 100 and some odd games, all
Oh,
the
yeah.
concessions. That's not bad.
I'm eating
Ryan, you should
good.
get the Cowboys and take that man
I-
out of there.
Fire Jerry. Jerry gotta go. That's a good idea. Paul. That's a good idea. Go ahead, Reg.
Oh, you-
I
you
personally,
topped me.
would like to buy my own city and call it the Reggie F. Baby City.
Wow, look at
A
this.
city.
A city.
Well, let's just hope money is
I mean,
always an object,
hey,
please.
listen, hey,
Where
listen.
are we going this weekend? To Flugens.
Hey,
We're going to
I go.
Flugenville.
we going to the Reggie
Oh,
F.
yeah.
Baby Island.
I go.
We going to Reggie F. Baby Island.
So
Hey,
would it be a city or an island?
it's a city. And
That's
and-
big. That's major.
Hey, you know what? I mean, my man, Akon doing it right now. He have Acoins overseas, so when you go to transfer your money, you might get some Acoins. And he building a
understand,
city.
I understand.
Yeah.
He building a city in Africa right now that's gonna be ready in the next 10 years. Right now, they doing different phases of it, and it's gonna be the most up to date city with the best technology, everything. So you know, I thought that was a
don't
good
know.
idea.
I don't know. I don't know.
I want my own city.
What you got, Fur?
I want a basketball team. I
See,
buy me a basketball
See,
team.
when Waylon said sports team, I
Yeah,
went
you
straight
see,
thinking
yeah,
sports.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So I'm like, yeah.
I mean, just got to keep the money flowing.
I'm gonna go off the beaten path. I would definitely invest in a business and try to make that money back. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like try to invest in something that a lot of people would want, or try to get into the stock
Well,
market
money.
early.
Well, if money wasn't an object, I mean, you got to have something. Wasn't not
Right.
maybe not a
Well,
helicopter.
I don't know.
I'd
I
make
don't
this
know.
podcast
Helicopter?
national. We go national, baby.
Let's go.
We be
That's
national.
what I'm talking
we be
about.
in
Yes, sir.
Dubai.
Yeah.
We be in Australia. We be all over.
Hey,
Speak
yes.
it.
That-
Hey,
that-
And
There
as
you
a
go.
matter of
Huh?
fact, and we be doing the podcast show in my city.
Oh wow.
Oh, Lord.
Look at him.
Speaking of that, y'all, check it out. We about to go ahead and get out of here, but first, we want to tell y'all where y'all can find us. The Division Podcast. Go to YouTube and click in The Division Podcast. If you look to the corner of your screen right there, that's how our page looks. The Division Podcast. Please go ahead, click, subscribe. Look at all the videos that we have on deck. We have over 40 videos, so go ahead and check it out. Also, go to our YouTube page, The Division
Yes,
Podcast.
sir. Check
Like
it out.
share it,
Subscribe. Share it to your friends.
yeah, with everybody, with
Friends,
everybody,
family, strangers.
And also, don't forget, we're on television.
Show us some love.
We premiere on Fridays. You're going to see this episode on AOC Open Access Channel, Channel 15 for Cox, here in Lafayette.
Shout out to the division.
Show
6
us some
p.m.
love.
Yeah.
We replay on Mondays at 4, Tuesdays at 5, Thursdays at 2, Fridays at 3, and Saturdays at 6.
6 p.m.
So,
prime time.
MVP.
fellas, we was in here extra long. We didn't.
MVP.
We got it done though.
MVP.
We got it done. Anybody with anything going out, man?
Yep, I want to shout out Nikki. Shout out Nikki over in Japan, my little sister.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Nikki.
I actually got a birthday coming up, so December 16th is going down.
You?
Yeah, Mr. Whalen, your birthday coming up.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, my mama birthday
December
tomorrow.
16th.
Happy birthday, Ma. Love you. Happy birthday. I'll see
Shout
you
out
tomorrow.
from-
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Miss Gidry.
Happy birthday,
yes.
Mom.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Shout out to all the viewers.
Shout
man.
out the
Just
GOAT.
keep supporting us. We appreciate y'all, and we're gonna keep the content coming.
Yeah, man.
We about to go
everybody.
to Flugents Land / Lafayette.
That's right.
On behalf of
the
the
Reggie
division.
F. The Reggie F. Baby City,
Yeah,
I'm
Reggie,
Ryan
Reggie.
G, the moderator.
I'm Fur.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
and we'll holla.
Yeah, we're going to Reggie F. You gonna say? Oh, okay. I guess the city thing was yours. That's it. Right?
Yeah, Reggie F. Baby, the city. That's me.
Peace.
We're gonna holler at y'all, man. Deuce.
Later.